Hero to the hardwood, the talent to the court. With the ultimate sports show, we give you all the support. From football to basketball, from baseball to the rest, we got the golden boots. We promise you the best. With hard-hitting analysis and in-depth interviews, we bring the excitement, we bring the news, we break down the plays and celebrate the scores. We're the Golden Boot Podcast, your ultimate sports source. Get ready for the intensity, get ready for the ride. We're the kings of the sports world, we won't be denied. From the highs to the lows, we got you covered all the way. The Golden Boot Podcast, come on, go today.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is the Golden Boot Podcast. What's going on? I am your host, George Hancock. I am joined tonight by Cody Slavinsky, the graphics savant himself. Chris is actually out tonight. He is actually at a baseball game, his grandson's baseball game. He never gets to go. So we may hear an update from him. But I'm very excited because tonight we got a lot to talk about. You know, we're going to talk about Paul Skeens and his moved up to the majors. That's a big deal. He's only there for less than a month, I think, in the AAA, I think.
So, all right. So his official numbers were he pitched, last year he pitched just a very short amount of time.
Right.
And then he's put in, I'd say he was there about a month and a half. Yeah. This year.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, last year was just to give him a couple reps. This year he's thrown about the equivalent of almost 5 games that he would have pitched in college. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we're just two dudes that love talking about sports. We're not anybody professional or anything like that. So, but we're really excited about it because that's a big deal to have a pitcher that quickly move to the majors. So, and yeah, we do have a special guest. We do. We'll bring him on here shortly, and we'll hear from our special guest tonight. But before we do, I want to always point your attention down to the bottom of the screen. There's our banner. There's how you can find us right there. The Golden Boot Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. And anywhere else you want to find us. We're actually on Spotify. I'm working on adding some more shows to the Spotify list. So if you're heading down for that morning commute or you're coming back in, hey, make sure you jump on, catch the Golden Boot on maybe shows that you've missed. They're there for you. Just search Golden Boot Podcast. And you can always email us at goldenbootpodcast@gmail.com. And as always, special thanks to our sponsors. Really excited to get into this tonight. We got some fantastic stuff. Oh Lord. Seth Stanley, Vandy baseball, crying. The one thing I look forward to continues to. Can I just have one thing? One thing, man. Look, here's the deal. Chris isn't here to back you up, but I feel your pain, man. I really do. I feel your pain.
But the question is, does he feel the same as Chris? Fire the whole staff.
Yeah, right. Das Boot. I had to say that. I had to say that. I had to say that in an accent.
I really like that.
Yeah, our good friend Chris Joseph of Sports Bites podcast. Hey, listen, anybody watching this podcast right here, it's well put together. It has really good content. He has really good guests. If you have not joined, if you have not signed up, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't watched any of his stuff, please, please, please jump on Sports Bites Podcast. It's on Tuesday nights right here on the Dogs Media Network. Love it, love it, love it. Trust me, you will be very much entertained. Vandy ain't here, and we still have to hear about Vandy. Yes, because Mr. Seth Stanley is one of the only Vanderbilt fans beside Chris, and he is one of our loyal listeners. So, yeah, it's okay. I'm all right with that. But keep it up, Seth. If you keep talking Vandy, I might have to throw the warning at you. I'm just telling you. Chris isn't here, so I haven't used it yet. But anyway, so we're gonna get into this. Let's jump into our icebreakers, Cody. And I know you've got a few things, so I'm gonna let you go first. Because there's been a little bit of a breaking news this week. Apparently, Nick Saban's daughter is caught up in a controversy a little bit, and I'm gonna have Cody share more about that.
Yeah, so this is just a wild story. So there's this guy, his name's James McCoy Taylor. He's a country music singer.
Yeah.
He was a former contestant on The Bachelorette years ago, and somehow he met Kristen Saban, and I guess they became a thing or something, but it must have been on the DL because obviously she's married. And so somebody like contacted him supposedly saying they had pictures, they were going to release them and all this. And long story short, he did not want to pay the money. Let's be real. He said that he had to consider getting finances together. The dude didn't have the money to pay, and he got scared. So he said, watch this. So here is the evidence that he released. Picture of him wearing a Saban shirt, smiling with her. They look happy. Another picture of them smiling together, looking happy. But the one to break the ice that makes her look pretty bad. Smoocherooski. And the bad thing about it is the fact that after all this was released, she like deleted all her social media accounts.
Yeah, that's crazy there.
Let's just be real. Pictures don't lie. And as a person that does graphic design, I can tell you that is not photoshopped.
No.
Not at all.
No, it's not.
And it does not look forced either, because it looks like if anything, she's forcing him, not him on her. So yeah. So
that's pretty tough stuff there for sure.
So my message is simple as this: Kristen Saban, you a dog. And speaking of dogs, if you would like to join the College Football Dogs team, email us at jobs@collegefootballdogs.com.
Absolutely.
If you're interested in being a writer, do you want to be an editor? Do you want to be an intern? What do you want to do? You can do it at collegefootballdogs.com.
Right. Absolutely. Where is your special guest? Well, speaking of college football dogs, we have a special guest with us tonight who's been part of the College Football Dogs family for quite some time. He's been on once before. We've got him back on. Always good to have you. Bobby, welcome in, buddy.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? Hey, listen, I like you. I know you're an LSU fan. The plum walls behind you, that LSU purple, is that the inspiration behind that?
Yes. Yes.
It is. Okay. All right.
Like
there you
it.
go. Love it. Did you hear about the Nick Saban's daughter, Kristen Saban? Did you hear any of that?
No, I did not.
News to you, huh?
Yeah, just learned about it when y'all were talking about it.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we can break in some news, huh? That's great.
It is the juiciest news of the week.
That Stanley says, I just want the Amish guy back. That was a heck of a night.
Yeah. That was a fun night.
Seth, I will say this, bud. That might have been the best comment I have ever seen on on this show. Is that guy an Amish guy with candlelight essence lighting? Oh gosh, yeah. Matt from Second to None was on here one night. We were talking Kentucky basketball, I think it was. He jumped in and it was dark. So he said, "Is that guy Amish? Because he's got candle for light there." There he is. There he is. Look at there, Matt Short himself, the Mr. Amish man, Kentucky stands in first place in the SEC.
Hey,
Yes,
he's right. Yeah, they took game one from Florida in extra innings today.
Yeah.
So
that's it. JQ. Das Boot. JQ. That's it. Yep.
Sorry, JQ is French, so that is German.
Yeah, that's German. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it. Oh, I didn't even see this. Seth said, "Don't have to fire the whole staff. Cores will retire, but I in no way want Baxter or Brown. I've been clamoring for them to be gone since the Mississippi State championship loss." Okay, well,
that's fair.
There's your Vandy bite right there. Tony, what's up, fellas? What's up, man? It took me a little bit for the comment. Yeah, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Special teams, special plays, special players.
Tuesday.
Sarah says AI. No, that was not an AI photo for Nick Saban's daughter. Look at the bed in the background. What? Oh, for that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like, they were I think they were either in his bedroom or a hotel room in that picture. I'm not sure.
And them covers were not made like nobody's been in that bed either.
Someone been wrestling.
Like father, like daughters. Cheating runs in the family. Paying players before NIL was a thing. Oof. Alex says, "What's up, dogs? What's up, dude?"
Mr. Brian?
Dominic Ambrose, the NFL GOAT. What's up, fellas? What's up, dude? Terry says, "I thought he was an East Carolina fan." I don't know who Bobby? No, he's always been an LSU fan. I love that comment. I want the Amish guy back. Kevin, what's up, Bobby? Look, Bobby in the house. TJ says Pittsburgh is buzzing with Paul Skeens MLB debut tomorrow. We'll have more on that soon.
Yes, and that weather better stay good for him.
That's right. Bobby is in the house. Let's give him some love. Absolutely. Always good to have him. Sarah says, best comment in comment history. It belongs on a plaque and a trophy case. Yes, the Amish guy comment absolutely does. Yes. I can't wait till Kentucky plays Vanderbilt in baseball. I'm ready. Lord have mercy. Chris, Vandy boys are straight up betas. Okay, let's talk.
Oh,
so this man is sitting here watching his grandson.
We're not talking anything Vanderbilt till you play
watch baseball. No, we're not. He's going to get the warning. But how the heck is he even joining? Do you really have the show on while you're watching your grandson play baseball?
Well, think about it. I'm gonna claimed his phone broke. He got another phone. He got another phone. The man's got two phones.
Stop it, Chris. Put your phone away. Bobby. We love our Bobby. What a huge guest. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Bobby looking like he just saw. Hey now. This is a family show. Chill out.
I mean, hey, everybody likes to stare at boobies. Let's not lie.
Well, hey, listen, it is Chris's choice. He's not here tonight. Okay. Is he Kevin Gates? And then, of course, Vandy Chris stinks. Well, there you go. So, man, we got. I'm trying.
Wait, Alex, who is worse, Vandy Chris or Tim Bailey?
Ooh, I think I know the answer.
Or is it Tim Bailey or fake Tim Bailey?
Tim Bailey doesn't exist. Bobby, so how has your week been, man? Before we get into the first break, how's your week been?
I can't complain, man. It's been hot.
Yes, it has.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you in Louisiana?
Yeah.
You are what?
I'm right by Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay. You're right by Baton Rouge, huh? I got you.
Yep.
It's been a little muggy, a little hot. This one thing I wanted to ask everybody, and this is for everyone in the comments as well. The Aurora Borealis is supposed to be seen as far south as Alabama because of the solar flares that we've been getting from this sunspot. There's like 5 of them that have the sunstorms or whatever they are. I don't have a graphic on it. But dude, do you not have James Spann on your Facebook or his Twitter? I watched it. I literally he put a post up. Well, look it up. He literally put a post out about it.
I've been too
That the
busy following his
sun,
weather updates. I hadn't even
well,
looked about that.
the sun has some kind of sunspot that's been giving off these massive solar flares. And apparently the aurora borealis in some places in northern Alabama can be seen. It's a very rare event. Actually, after the show, if it's clear, I'm going to look up on the horizon and see if I can see it because I'm farther north than you guys in Missouri. So James Spann is a poor man's Gary England. Listen, Spann, I lived in Alabama. I still, no. Listen, I still, I'm part of his Facebook. I'm part of his Twitter. The man is a legend, and I will not stop. What is that? What, Cody? You look like you've seen a ghost. I can't see it.
I hate my background, but no, someone shared it, a picture of it, and he shared it. Oh my gosh! But no, the person shared it all the way from the Gulf Coast. So,
wow.
May or may not hop up in a second.
Yeah, James Spann is a national treasure. I will die on this hill. Exactly. Even if you're not in Alabama,
Cheyenne.
Like if you 100% love any kind of weather related news, this man, follow his Twitter. It's awesome. I read today the entire northern half of America can see them tonight. Exactly. I might be able to see them myself, and I'm going to see here in a little bit and see if it's a possibility. So, Chris is the legend. He is. Shotgun night in Bama. Maybe. Alex answered your question, Cody. Ooh, that's a close one. Tim Bailey by a beaver hair. There you go. Oh, beaver. Oh, beaver. Sarah's going to kill me for that. Gets stuck in her head. Okay. Well, we got like 4 minutes before the break. So we'll see. Hart. What is that? Banjo Hart, Kentucky. Okay. We're talking in emojis now. All right.
Okay, I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's all right. Bobby, if you have one thing to say to everybody tonight is giving you a bunch of love, what do you want to say to them?
Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys a little more.
There
Absolutely.
you go. Absolutely.
We love having you on.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen the at-bat in Kentucky yet. AB?
Aurora Borealis.
Oh, Aurora Borealis. Okay. I'm thinking baseball at-bat.
I mean, it's fair.
Bobby hates the state of Kentucky. Do you hate the state of Kentucky?
Yes, I do.
And why is that?
Because I lived there for like 6 months. Worst place I've ever lived. And you know the bad part about it is the whole town is owned by Jerry Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Producer. Yeah.
Okay. Hunter Dworsky says, I love this convo with the Bobby. There you go.
The Bobby. I like it.
I'm Egyptian. What's it to you? Oh, yeah. Because of his hieroglyphics he's thrown up there. We love Bobby. George is such a great guy. Well, I thank you for that. I appreciate that. Matt Short says, whatever. He doesn't agree with you that Kentucky is the worst state.
I like the state of Kentucky personally.
I don't mind the state of Kentucky. Best thing from Kentucky is bourbon. That's
not wrong.
That is true.
Yeah. Hey, we got a bunch of people in here. If you would, please, whatever stream you're on right now, like it, heart it, whatever. That way it'll show up. It'll help us a lot with our algorithm and our analytics. So if you could, we got one like so far. If you guys could like everybody watching right now, just like the stream. Thank you so much, Kevin. That'll
Even
help
if you hate us, just like
tremendously.
it.
Yeah, I know. If you hate us, just like it. That's exactly right. If you hate us, just like it. It doesn't matter.
Just like this stream.
That's it. Where the F is Tim Bailey? Andrew
Who is
says.
Tim Bailey?
Who is Tim Bailey? Does he even exist? I don't know. Kentucky Lake is a good place to fish. I have heard that. I have heard that a lot. We're gonna take a short break here, and we'll get into some more conversations with the Bobby. That's gonna be your Bobby. The Bobby.
Hey, actually, if it's cool, I want Bobby to watch some of the videos.
I eventually get to go. It's 9 o'clock. It's not bedtime.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. You're fine. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Golden Boot podcast. Stay golden. We'll see you in just a few.
Bye, y'all.
We're the Golden Boot Podcast, your ultimate sports source. Get ready for the intensity. Get ready for the...
What's the difference between these two identical cups of coffee? Everything. Everything. Boring, basic coffee is leaving you dead inside. Thank the Dark Lord, there's Bones Coffee. Small batch, full-bodied coffee infused with the most mind-melting flavors in the world. Or underworld.
Oh, I've had flavored coffee
Oh, I've
before.
had flavored coffee before. You haven't had Welcome to the highly caffeinated, slightly wicked, and immortally delicious world of Bones. Our mad coffee scientists have twisted nature to their demented wills.
It's alive!
With frightfully delicious flavors like from dusk till donuts,
It's a taste I can really sink my teeth into.
mint invaders,
I don't mean to probe, but how did you make this coffee taste like ice cream?
and electric unicorn.
Like eating fruity cereal. Yeah!
At Bones Coffee, we'll try just about every flavor combo out there.
Cannolis, salted pretzels, strawberry cheesecake.
The ones we love are made into small batches, roasted to order, and delivered directly to you. But the others... Rest in peace, Beanfish. We've got over 30 killer concoctions. So French press that link to find your new favorite coffee. There's more to life than pumpkin spice. But yeah, we smashed that pumpkin too. We also have comforting classic coffee if the flavored stuff is too scary. At Bones, our beans are complex and multidimensional,
I have opinions.
which makes for rich, smooth, jaw-droppingly good joe. Stop drinking hot bean water and resurrect your caffeine routine. You can Bones at home, Bones at work, or Bones during your commute. Go to bonescoffee.com and check out our thousands of spooktacular 5-star reviews. If committing to one flavor gives you the heebie-jeebies, try our sample packs, a shocking selection of our most hauntingly delicious blends. Or join the coffee club and get new flavors delivered as often as you'd like. It's time to break from boring. Click the link to get yourself a bag of Bones today.
On the College Football Dogs website, you'll find a main page that features some of our biggest and newest stories. Our conference pages for content related to your favorite team's conference. Our team store, where we have products that are available all year long, as well as gear available for a limited time only. Our podcast page, where you can see when one of the 12 plus College Football Dogs podcasts is streaming live on social media. Our subscription page, where you can join our Discord. If you're interested in becoming a contributor at College Football Dogs, email us at info@collegefootballdogs.com. If you enjoy any College Football Dogs content, we really do appreciate any donations you can make by visiting the donate page on our website or scanning the QR code here.
From the cookie room to the
The Golden Boot Podcast is on the air!
The Golden Boot Podcast, Mondays and Fridays at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, only on the Dogs Media Network. Stay golden. All right, welcome back to the Golden Boot Podcast. Bobby had to go.
The Golden Boot Podcast is on the air.
That's pretty good. You just need to shave your head now.
I know, right?
And then,
Well,
and get
I'm
a
close.
Mets jersey. If you get a Mets jersey, then
I'll stick with my Braves.
Did you see that he showed up to the Met Gala
Yes.
thinking that it was a Mets?
Freaking love Frank the Tank. He's
But
so
you
cool.
know what's so funny is he's so popular that they didn't turn him away, even though he had like a dirty Mets jersey on.
Like
was
I would
great.
like to go to dinner
And
with
his
that man.
and his fanny pack. He had his fanny pack on too.
Like no lie, he's like Rain
Yeah.
Man when it comes to talking about the Heisman
It was
Trophy.
great. Oh yeah.
Like he literally knows every single winner from every year,
Mm.
and it's creepy.
Matt, don't even go there. We hadn't played them yet. Don't even start. I don't know yet. Does Texas A&M make it the farthest of all the SEC teams in baseball?
No,
God help me. I hope not.
the team that beat them in a series last week will go further than them in the playoffs.
LSU.
Because guess what? Guess who's starting to play Jay Johnson ball, baby? Let's
Mm.
go. The Towel Boy is back, baby. Go Tigers.
I better make sure you can do something in the postseason in the
Oh, we will.
SEC. You got to make some noise in the tournament.
We're
Radios,
coming
travel
for that 3 seed, baby.
all invented in Kentucky. You're welcome. Okay. Kirk Cousins. Jordan Love. Okay.
I think that was the
Again with those
emoji.
Egyptian hieroglyphics. Kirk Cousins greater than Jordan Love. Is that what you're going to say? I don't know how that works, but well, it doesn't matter. Kentucky's pitching has to get better. Well, Arkansas's batting has to get better. So that's kind of how that works.
Did they end up winning?
I don't know. I had it pulled up and then it disappeared, and I'm going to look, and I know we had another double-digit strikeout deal. I have no idea.
Oh my God, y'all are going to lose the game.
Shut up.
Oh,
It is
my God.
5-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah.
That blows my absolute mind.
It doesn't me. Greater than. Okay. There you go. So Kirk Cousins is greater than Jordan Love. I mean,
Historically, yeah.
it's kind of that's kind of a work in progress. We'll see.
But hey, to be fair though, Jordan Love doesn't have Justin Jefferson, or didn't have Justin Jefferson.
Well, and he only started one season, so
Yeah.
let's just do that. All right, let's get into these icebreakers. All right, icebreakers. It's the time. If you've watched this show before, it's where we scour the internet so you don't have to. The best memes, the best sports, funny clips we can find, and the most amazing ones. Here recently, it's been some pretty incredible ones. But the first one we're going to get started with.
George.
What?
Tie baseball game.
5-5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aloy's up to bat. Y'all got runners on first and second, one out. Y'all just scored.
Fantastic. Great. So glad it's tied. We should be run ruling Mississippi State, but it is what it is. All right. So check this out. Paul Skeens, right? TJ made mention of it earlier. Pink night skies in Kentucky. Okay. Well, there you go. You can't see the aurora, but you got pink skies. He gets called up to the majors tomorrow. This is a preview of what we're getting out of Paul Skeens.
Park, enjoy Paul Skeens. And the first pitch strike. Well, pitching prospect in the game out of LSU. And he just said, try this. How about 101, 101, 102? 3-2. How about that? Oh, yeah, and you can see Skeens He is pumped up. Action. After falling behind, he gets Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, we talked about being a Clydesdale, and that's exactly what it looks like. You see a nasty change up 3-2.
So I have to ask, everybody keeps telling me that he's being moved up tomorrow. What was that I just witnessed?
That was spring training.
The spring training against the Orioles?
So he was on like the 40-man roster or whatever for spring training, but then after that, then he just gets delegated down to AAA, which made perfect sense.
Sydney. And his gorgeous girlfriend is in town. Oh, you like you some
Livy Dunn.
Livy Dunn, boy. Yeah.
National champion Livy Dunn. Both are now national champions. How about that?
I know. Isn't that
Man,
crazy?
LSU just raking in all them natties, baby. Let's go.
I know it.
It'd be awesome if we could have like a national championship winning coach from LSU join us one day.
It might be. I wanted to. So this is not really an icebreaker. I meant to talk about this earlier, but we had our special guest. I couldn't ignore him being here. So my week has been interesting. I want to show you all a really cool experience. If you're ever in Missouri, this is probably the coolest experience I've ever been on. And I didn't even know this was even a possibility until I got up here. There's a cave called Fantastic Caverns that you can actually ride a Jeep through. It is pretty remarkable. My daughter had a field trip there. I want to show you guys this. So check this out.
It's black. No. It's old enough to reach the ceiling. Yeah, I didn't know. The ceiling. Watch 2 inches away from you. What do you Whoa! It's so dark.
Did you touch the ceiling, George?
No, I did not. And I had to keep several kids from touching the ceiling, but that was pretty awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience that I'll probably do again. And it was, I don't know, it was like a 47-minute tour, something like that.
How far away is it from where you live?
About an hour and 15 minutes, not too bad.
How far is it from the wedding venue?
About an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it'd be worth
in Springfield.
Yeah.
It's in Springfield, Missouri, so it's further west.
Is that where the Simpsons are from?
He said, nope. Reminds me of the movie Descent. No. It may remind you of that, but it was probably one of the, and not only was the Jeep ride cool, that was one of the coolest caves I've ever seen. I got really cool pictures of it. But videos were tough because it was a big deal. The Jeep is really bouncy, so I'm like trying to take a video and keep kids' hands off my camera, and it was a lot of fun. Chris Joseph said, "Don't get Kim M on. She is terrible."
I love her.
If Miss Mulkey was to join us, Livy has the worst commercials ever. Period. That's true. She's
the problem with Livy is, and I like Livy Dunn. I think she's a great person, a great ambassador for LSU.
Oh, sure.
But I think that she hasn't embraced her fame fully. In terms of like all these endorsements and brand deals and stuff. Like her problem is she's not camera ready yet, I guess is a way to say it.
No, she needs to use some of that money and go do some acting classes because
but I mean, hey,
cringe worthy, boy.
To be fair though, like she's a great teammate, I hear.
Oh, sure.
Like, and she definitely looks like it when she like they're at events and stuff, which I mean, hey, national champion now. And she contributed heavily to that national championship.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is though, she's gotten all this attention the last 2 years, but she's not top 5 best gymnast on the team.
She is a robot on commercials.
And yeah,
how many periods are you going to use, Sarah? Good God.
She is a robot on commercials.
Yeah, right.
That's how I read that.
That's exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she's got tons of potential like with her future. I have no idea what she plans to do in the future, but I don't think she'll have any shortage of offers. And she could literally just pull the Kate Upton card and just like retire and become a mom and just let her pitch her husband make the dough.
If she ever starts one,
it would shut down the website.
It would shut down
100%.
Yeah.
It would probably get, well, when that Bad Baby, that Danielle Bergoli girl that Catch Me Outside, how about that girl?
It would absolutely break it.
I don't know if it would break her record though. Like she made like
it would be pretty
in 24
daggum close.
hours.
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be pretty daggum close though.
yeah, it would be. No, it definitely would be.
Yeah. Instagram, I think, should come out with a subscription service where you'd have to pay for. Oh, really? Well, I mean, like you'd have to pay for their content. Like you cannot access their Instagram anymore.
So so what they have now is you can pay like, I think it's like $1.99 a month to whoever his page it is, and you get access to like certain posts that other people can't see.
Interesting. It's for emphasis. Hopefully not a podcast. Oh, Livy Dunn getting a podcast? Yeah, probably not.
Hello. Livy Dunn.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Livy Dunn.
If she talked like that, that'd be hilarious.
It would be. She doesn't talk like that, but that's hilarious.
What's up, everybody? This is Livy here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dude, are you kidding? You're fucking kidding me? That was you. Grab the fucking tongs. Where's the tongs at?
Oh, for any dads who has any idea, the gumption to go out and barbecue something for your mother, because it's Mother's Day on Sunday. You know, don't let your kid come and try to kick you in the gonads while you're trying to do it. This might be you.
I about to say, Lord. I mean, the dad asked for it. You kick at me, I'm catching your foot too. I ain't getting kicked.
That absolutely escalated very fast.
That's such a good video.
Oof, that escalated very quickly. Very quickly. Yeah. Hey, don't be ninjing nobody that don't need to be ninjined. Trust me, I remember that. Oh, it might be a normal tobacco can. No, says I Ninja Star. Do you remember that guy? He was a redneck ninja.
Yeah. God, I hadn't seen him in years.
Oh gosh. To the untrained eye, it's just a normal can of tobacco. No, says I Ninja Star. Is that what Matt Short does on the weekends? Woo Pig Suey are ready to start hearing that basketball for Calipari University. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We're putting together quite a class, and this might be the first time we're not talking about Arkansas basketball this week. Diamond Dave, there it is. Diamond Dave and his woman cheating on another guy in the trailer park. That's right. I remember the whole story, boy. Oh, goodness gracious. In the MLB, by the way, they have a little weird way of greeting somebody at second base.
Off to the races is Jimenez. The throw is not in time, and Andres Jimenez has his 5th stolen base on the year.
Baez's hands are so quick.
That's what I heard. Oh, man. Really?
Someone's been a naughty boy.
I know, right? Good Lord. Just the two.
The two.
This is great. I like this. This is great.
Well, the picture told the story on that one.
Ouch.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
Ouch. Ouch.
Well, the picture told the story on that one.
The picture told a story on that one. I have to agree.
Hit the ground harder after it hit him than it did from the bounce off the ground originally.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness, man.
90 miles an hour to the nuts. How does that sound, George?
That doesn't sound very good at all.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Well, what's his name? What's the catcher's name for the Cardinals? He got his arm broke in the game the other day. Bat hit him in the wrist and snapped his arm.
Yeah, nope, not at all. That's just bad, really bad. That is absolutely the most horrible deal. Oh my goodness.
Alabama just walked LSU off. Are you effing kidding me?
Are you serious?
Are
Really?
you effing kidding me?
Really?
Throwing error.
Hey, there we go. 7-5, bottom of the 8th. Arkansas over
Dude,
Mississippi State.
I'm so mad right now.
They just walked off? Really?
Yes,
Are you
on a
serious?
dang throwing error.
Ah. That kind of those mistakes, that's the thing that Jay Johnson would absolutely have a heart attack with. That sucks.
That was Alabama's first win over LSU in 2 years.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Breaking news. We have a very special announcement from President Joe Biden.
Hello, all the participants of tonight's event. It's humbling to stand here in this place in front of these sacred words, humbling out of respect to President Lincoln.
Yep. That's all I got to say on that one. Yep. Not even going to go into in depth on that one, boy. That was absolutely real. There was no audio tampering there. You could hear the echo on it. It actually happened. And I would be shocked if they don't check his drawers after.
That's okay. He had a Depends on.
Yeah, he had Depends. Okay. I will say I have never seen a baptism quite like that. Speaking of baptisms, it's funny that video popped up. Russell Brand got baptized and found God and threw it all over his social media, and it's been a mixed bag. Some people are saying he's doing it just for attention. Some people saying he's doing it for real.
I think he's for real.
No, I think it's for real.
I mean, he left the public eye essentially.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it kind of is what it is. One thing about when we all went to school, right? And this is just something for this is food for thought, right? Teachers looked a little different when we went to school versus what they look like now. And this absolutely says it all. It goes without saying that they are from different generations, because this absolutely is very, very accurate. Very accurate.
Funny thing is, Dusty Rhodes reminds me of one of my or she wasn't my teacher, but she was like a middle school PE teacher that we had. Looks just like that.
Did she talk like this?
No, actually, she had the most feminine voice ever.
Oh, okay.
Hey everybody, how are y'all?
I always think of those gym teachers that look like professional men's wrestlers, female. They talk like Roz from Monsters Inc. Mike Wazowski.
Dude, that's
always good. Watching you.
Mike Wazowski. I just love saying that.
Yeah. You didn't file your paperwork this morning.
Have you watched that? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Is this the SEC logo? Is this in Alabama?
It is. It's already in Hoover off the exit.
How long have they done that for? Is that something that they normally do?
No.
So this is the first time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I like when I went, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything like that. So that's cool. That's neat.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So last year, during this time, I actually went live outside of a Verizon wireless store because I saw
Yeah.
the first hanging of like the SEC tournament signs on all the like street poles.
Right.
Man, I get excited when I see this stuff.
I bet you do.
I mean, this is like my Christmas. It really
Is
is.
it?
Like, this is the one time a year where I get to truly do my favorite thing in the world, and that's watch college baseball.
Yeah. Hey, watch college baseball. You can. We have 90 people in here. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's very, very exciting. And the comments, man, y'all keep flooding with comments.
Oh my gosh. It says we have 80 comments right now on mine because I
We have
haven't
a
opened the
ton.
comments.
We have a
but
ton. We have
now
a ton.
81.
How does Kentucky stack up against the SEC in football next season? 9-3, 8-4, 7-5, 6-6.
Give me a 9-3, to be honest. I think enough talent's returning. I think they have enough holes filled. I actually think I wouldn't be surprised at a 10-win season by Kentucky next year, to be perfectly honest. I think they have a manageable schedule. It's not perfectly easy, but it's pretty tough. But I think it's manageable enough where they could really have a special year if they can squeak out some of these big games. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. I think Kentucky's in a good spot right now.
Yeah, I think 8-4, just because there's just some games that kind of stick out to me that are outliers that they could drop, but still a pretty solid season for Kentucky. I don't think anything needs to be said on that. And I'm looking forward to seeing, things pan out, especially like roster wise with them and a few other teams. So I say 8-4.
I think with Brock Vandegrift, I think actually if he plays up to his true potential that he had coming out of high school, I think Kentucky is going to be in a very good spot. He's a better quarterback than Devin Leary. I don't care what anybody says. Leary was not the guy for Kentucky last year.
No.
He really wasn't.
He didn't fit the
not a
system.
good fit. No,
He
not
did
at
not
all.
fit the system.
And it's a shame because if they would have had a quarterback that fit the system better, Kentucky would have had a really, really good year last year.
He honestly, Devin Leary, and some people are like, well, it's just because he's a terrible quarterback. He really wasn't. He did really good things at NC State. 10 wins, interesting. I mean, that's what he said. I know, speaking from a South Carolina fan, he's like, oh, 10 wins.
Hey, I think South Carolina's going to make a bowl this coming season, to be honest.
Yep. We're going to be
Nicholas
better
Harbor, that kid is the best athlete in the country.
Brock Vandegrift, Dane Key, Berrien Brown, and Kentucky could get 9 wins, Tony says. So there you go. Tony knows his stuff.
He does.
So speaking of, Tony has some really good articles out right now.
It is 100% my favorite series release that he has done. Like, I like to read all his stuff.
NIL, it's called "What If the NIL was during the 90s?" And what if the NIL is during the 2000s, I think, and then he's working on 2010s. Really, really, really solid series. Really
Actually,
good.
You know what? I have a challenge for Tony if he's interested in this. If he's not, it's fine. But I would like to see if there's any research that can be found of footballs from, let's say, I mean, really from the very beginning up until like maybe the 60s or something about pay for play and stuff like that. I want to know like when the line was really drawn and if players were actually, getting offered money like in the early 1900s. And so,
that's right. The 80s. The first one he did was for the 80s. That's right.
Yes.
Messed that up. I thought it was 90s, 2000s, 2010s, but yeah, the 80s you started out with first.
I mean, honestly, the 80s had the stars too.
Yeah, 80s really did.
They really did. Like he mentioned in the article, Boz would have gotten so much freaking money in the 80s. It's not even funny. Like he would have been like the face of football for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Speaking of face, is this Michael from The Office?
This is Prison Mike, sir.
It is Prison Mike. It is.
And not only is it Prison Mike, but notice the Froggy 101 sticker.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing.
That's great.
So the tag says it's in Alabama. I did not take this picture, unfortunately. I think I know where this is, but I could be wrong. But either way, that is awesome.
Where do you think it is, just out of curiosity?
Part of me wanted to say 280 originally, but
it's not wide enough.
Nah.
I don't. And is there a Lowe's on 280?
Yeah, there is.
That's kind of out in the country because that's kind of what it looks like.
It kind of does, yeah. I wanted to say trustful as well, but I know it's not trustful because,
it might be.
No,
Maybe.
no, it's not. No, I don't think it is.
I'm
Unless
thinking
just
it's
this is an
probably.
angle.
It looks more like the scenery looks more like northern Alabama, and that's where I'm going to go with.
Yeah, I
I
could
think
live with
more than-
that.
Yeah, but it's prison mic on a truck, boy. That's something there. That is something.
Oh, hey, bring up that letter. That picture of that letter.
That one.
Yeah, so this right here is the letter of Coach Rush Probst putting in his resignation.
This is very.
So he's officially resigned as of May 3rd, which is a week ago. And basically, he was very professional and nice in his letter to the point where I'm pretty sure he did not write this letter. But I will say that he was not happy with the way the Alabama football is right now in high school football. And Rush Probst, honestly, is a legend of coaching, like we mentioned last week on the show, but they don't offer enough for the programs, basically. Like, he just didn't like how everything was handled, and he basically has an eye for it, like Nick Saban. Like, he's kind of that level in high school football, so that he expects that level of greatness in every aspect.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, look, I know George knows where Pell City is.
Yeah.
I played against Pell City in high school.
Live there.
Yeah. So, I mean, realistically, you're not going to get that in Pell City.
No.
You'll get some big boys to play on the line. You'll get some solid athletes, but you will not get what you need to have a state championship caliber team. It's just not going to happen.
No, not at all.
Much less win the division. So
not at all. Hogs win, breaking.
Must be nice.
7-5, top of the ninth. They pulled it out. Boy, that was rough. Hagen Smith was throwing strikeouts, but he was struggling. Struggling to get outs. Somebody getting base hits off of him and stuff. Mississippi State can hit. That's a big thing. So, yeah, this is a rough story here for old Rush. Hopefully, it'll be the last of the bad publicity. And you sent me this real quick. We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Where is this?
This is Florida State. After the tornadoes last night. So, yeah, their field got destroyed. But, I mean, the good thing for them is they're actually on the road this week. And which I think that's going to hurt them in a way. Like, I'm saying, like, good thing is they were, like, away from the storms.
Sure. Yeah.
But the problem is they're all the way up in Pennsylvania. And, their home is getting destroyed by tornadoes. Can't be there. And they actually dropped game 1 to Pitt today. 1-0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, and our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected by tornadoes and such, because there's been an outbreak like nobody's business across Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Florida, parts of Texas, Kansas. I mean, I remember somebody. It sounds like a conspiracy theory, but literally, it seems like just yesterday that it was like, wow, somebody on like a major news network. We haven't really had that many tornadoes this year, and hopefully that won't be a thing. And then soon as they said something, it was like, oh, let me catch up real quick. And they've had some devastating ones. I had one go right through my hometown of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Literally watched it 3 o'clock in the morning, knew exactly where it was. So thoughts and prayers are out to anybody injured in the storms. Hopefully that's the worst of it, but we just pray for protection and all that good stuff. But we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Stay golden, stay tuned. We'll see you in a few.
Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some.
Gano seasoning, food's favorite flavor.
Yum, yum, get you some.
I'm Joe Burrito, your favorite burrito. Whoa, whoa.
Joe,
Hey.
we all know you're the best.
What?
You can always do better.
What you got?
Try the new Dano's Hot Chipotle.
Hey. Ooh, that's spicy. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, get you some.
Malo is my French bulldog. He made my heart bigger when he came in my life. He never really liked his food. He wouldn't eat till like 10 o'clock at night. To me, it was saying, oh, I guess I don't want to starve. He was having skin breakouts, and putting the two and two together, what you put into your body is what you get out. I know that if I'm eating a bunch of processed food, I'm not going to feel good. So that kind of led me to Farmer's Dog. Immediately, his skin issues went away. I love what they're doing. It's already portioned out. He's eating whole foods. It's amazing.
Icy Breeze is the world's first portable air conditioner and cooler. A premium ice cooler that doubles as an eco-friendly portable air conditioner. This is not a swamp cooler just blowing air across ice. Over 60 parts and components allow Icy Breeze to achieve what no other product in the world can do. The secret behind the Icy Breeze is an innovative design that circulates chilled ice water through a heat exchanger in the lid, replacing the Freon used in most ACs. Fresh air is drawn from hidden vents in the top of the cooler, pulled across the exchanger, and chilled down to 35 degrees cooler than the outside air. A 3-speed fan control delivers Icy Breeze's dry, cold air up to 25 miles per hour, just like a car AC. And a stay-put flex hose directs the breeze in any direction. Wherever you need it, Icy Breeze helps you beat the heat.
Yo, what up? Darren McFadden here. Want to send a huge shout out to the Golden Boot Podcast, man. Airing on Mondays and Fridays, 8:30 Central Time. I look forward to catching up with you guys, man. Have a good one.
Thank you, D-Mac. Welcome back to the Golden Boot Podcast. About through my microphone in the next year over here. What in the world? I guess I get to fix that later. I got metal. What?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, just you hear that?
I do hear that.
I smacked it with my hand by accident. Well, welcome back to the Golden Boot Podcast. What were you gonna say, Cody?
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to tell everybody about how the other day during the tornadoes, and Chris was just out and about, just taking videos while gagging outside in it.
Yeah, he's literally out there. I'm doing my public service by being out in the weather, making sure, making sure that I am the one in the that gets everyone to safety. That's my best. It's one of my best, Chris. Stop it. I hope he's watching right. I really do. Okay, so check this out. Y'all watching, check this out. I want to talk about this because I hope it works out for the good. But man, if this isn't the most Arkansas thing I've ever seen in my life. Former MLB player Monte Harrison has committed to Arkansas football. Harrison was a 4-star wide receiver recruit in the 2014 class. I love this. Monte Harrison showing up to Arkansas. This dude will be 30 years old his sophomore year. He's 29 now. I don't know how many years he's planning on playing, but potentially we could see a 31-year-old on campus playing college ball.
Or better yet, we could see a 31-year-old NFL rookie.
If he plays good. And that's the thing, like here's the thing. We've seen it before with a few players. We've seen it work out with a few players. Taylon Green, I think, is going to be really good. I think he's better than KJ Jefferson.
He looked good in the spring game.
He looked really good in the spring game, and Petrino is keeping him under wraps. He is not letting anybody in practice. He's not letting anybody see anything anywhere near them. He doesn't do a whole lot of press conferences. He has literally been in like back office work, so to speak, with Bobby Petrino, and they seem to be getting along really well. If this guy comes out and he's just a beast, I mean, this is something. This Taylon Green drink and drive. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a step up from KJ for sure. But man, if this guy's a stud, it's funny because I created a little controversy within the Arkansas ranks. So on all my my Arkansas pages and everything, I put out this post particular, and I said, Head scratcher for sure. Not, we'll see how it pans out. And why is it a head scratcher? What? And like, it's been done before. Just give the kid props. I'm like, this isn't a kid.
Yeah, but
This
the
is a
thing is,
29-year-old man.
when these people come down, they're playing like different positions normally.
Yeah, right.
Wide receiver is not an easy position. That's like the most
Negative.
athletic position on the field.
Yes, it is.
When you had Chris Winkie come down and play, you had Jeff Driscoll, I think, was one of the ones that did it as well.
Yeah, Driscoll. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Zach Von Rosenberg at LSU, he came and punted for us.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's weird. But that being said, he must have looked good and what he showed them, because at the end of the day, if you get picked up by a SEC school and you haven't played football in years, like, oh my God, there's no way he's played football in the last decade. No,
absolutely not. And I mean, he must have looked okay. Now he's a complete walk on, but
I mean,
they are they are completely they're good with putting him on the team. I've yet to hear anything about how good he is, how they feel he's going to do, or what, but it's certainly the talk and the buzz. So look over here, there's something shiny kind of aspect. So we'll see. Remains to be seen. Okay, I need everyone in here to the Aurora Borealis was able to be seen in my town tonight. Actually, I'm gonna download this picture real quick and show you the specifics. This is pretty neat. Let's do this.
George, while you're doing that, I'm gonna step outside and see if I see it. Uno momento.
Can we pause the show? Is that a thing? Can we pause the show? Can anybody who's watching right now, can you see it from where you are? This is pretty neat. I mean, I'm in southern Missouri, so and this image came on our local Richland page, on our local Missouri page. So this is pretty neat here. Let me see here. Let me get this pulled up so you can see. Cody ran outside to see if he can see it. Where did I save it to? This is great. You guys are seeing this firsthand. Why is that not there? Oh, okay. I see where I saved it. Okay. You gotta love technology. Sometimes it decides to act like you don't know what you're doing. I don't know. But I want to know, do you guys see it at all? Anywhere out there? Anywhere? Hello? Yes. Just streaks in the sky right now. Yeah. Yep. We talked about FSU, James. Appreciate you joining us. FSU was hit by a tornado, tore up the baseball field, and two of the girls, I'm guessing sorority houses. Luckily, one was out of town and a tree crashed through her bedroom. Wow. Yep, we just showed that. Where the heck is it? Let me see here. Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
We got images of that. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this picture to come on, you download. This is a really, really good picture. If you did not see it, check this out. This is pretty remarkable, for sure. And then we'll actually dive into a discussion because there's a pretty big deal that happened today. Has anybody been following the NCAA 25, the new football game? Anybody at all? If you can't see it by eye, try phone camera. Yeah, exactly. Which is what I'm doing right now. Because it takes me a minute, because any image that you do, you have to go in and freaking make it a PDF. Okay, here we go. Check this out. This is pretty crazy. Look at this. GQ says, yes, following. This was seen in southern Missouri.
Whoa.
That's how really, really, really just that blows me away. It was seen. I wonder if I can see it tomorrow night because I think it's supposed to be throughout the week. I'm going to definitely look at it. But that's
sure.
pretty pronounced. That's not a you can barely see it. That's pretty pronounced there. So that is pretty wild. GQ says that's exactly what I saw in Kentucky. I got a pick like that. Yeah.
Yo,
James, dude, you're good. Sorry, I just woke up. You're fine. You don't have to
look,
apologize.
I know that we don't talk politics and religion on here, but seeing
Yeah.
that picture, if that doesn't prove God's real, I don't know what does.
Agreed.
That's so cool.
Bob Bright. We're talking about the Aurora Borealis, man. Can you see it where you're at? This is a picture that was taken in southern Missouri. This is how far south it's been. I'm just gauging to see that. So what is this? Dessert. I get ice cream in the dessert. Look at this. How about that? It matches the sky. It's some strawberry ice cream. What is
at
it?
least you're eating
the
some
Aurora.
fruit, so that's good.
Aurora Borealis is what it is, which is pretty remarkable. It's the Northern Lights, basically.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with it. Because the sun has been throwing up some solar storms. It's been something that people have been talking about. This was taken right here in southern Missouri, not too far from my house. So I will definitely see if I can try and get a picture of it for you guys as well. But that's pretty neat. So, all right, let's get into this thing. I'm excited because I actually I did some research here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and do this here. Here it is. All right. That was cold.
Bob's comment.
Me dummy. I did
Look
not
at Bob's
realize
comment.
No, but I can see Uranus. There you go, Bob. I love it. Bob, good to have you, man. Always good to have you in. NCAA 25. I know GQ's been following it. There's been a few people that have been following it. Andrew probably knows a little bit about it. We're going to learn about it tonight. This here is the deluxe edition front cover, and that looks pretty daggum good. Cody, what do you think?
You know, I don't mind it actually. So there, yeah, I mean, obviously, I just don't know if that's actually the real cover or not, though.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, notice that it does not mention NCAA anywhere.
No, and that's going to be something. It's EA Sports College Football 25. It doesn't have NCAA attached to it at all. I've got some notes I'm going to go over. I want to show you a few more. This here is from 2014, and the bottom image is from the new graphics that we have now. Look at the difference. So first off, I'm going to talk about the notes here. It will only be available on the new consoles. So the new Xbox, whatever the Xbox Unlimited or whatever it is, and PS5. You can't get it on any low consoles, and there's no announcement if it's going to be on PC.
Well, the good thing is, though, is Xbox One, they make a cross-compatible version, and I think they're doing it for this as well, so it'll be all good.
There's nothing in the works yet. Probably not, because they want to sell the newer game for the new consoles.
Well, no, I'm saying like the Series X and the regular one, they do a cross-compatibility version always of every single game they release.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look it up to confirm, though, because if they don't, I'm going to be very pissed. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a ploy to get you to buy the new console. So all 134 FBS teams will be. Oh, that's different. That's not what right here. And by the way, GameStop and some other places have actually started pre-ordering it already. It is $69.99 is what the cost is going to be. It's for Xbox Series X and PS5 only at this point. But there is no FCS teams. No FCS. Deontay Walker should have made the cover. Yeah, or Deion Walker. Yeah, I mean, It just kind of is. We don't know what the cover is yet. Nah, I'm in a college baseball. What the hell is a gamer? Bob, I feel you there. So there will not be any FCS teams on this. It's made on the same platform as Madden, which is Frostbite. Does not mean it will be the same as Madden, according to experts that have insider information. So basically, they're using the same structure, but it is going to be a little different, which I like because I don't like Madden a whole lot with the clunkiness and different things. I hope they have a whole different system or whatever. There is heavy focus on Dynasty model. Tony says should have been priced at $25.99. If you've ever looked at the prices of new video games, it hadn't been $25.99 in probably 15 years,
if not more, because
if not more.
PlayStation 1 greatest hits games were $19.99.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the others had that $39.99 price, and then Xbox came out and they started $49.99.
But he's
actually Halo 2 was the start of $49.99.
Oh yeah, no, they're
Well, that might have been the $59.99. But either way, yeah,
stupid money off this thing.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is heavy focus will be on Dynasty mode,
and that's all that matters to me.
Right. Well, Dynasty mode is you start out from a player in high school, you move up through the ranks, you go to college, you do, and that's so heavy focus will be on basically story mode, in this game, which I think is very neat. We've talked about it before. There's like 131,000 FBS players that have committed that said they're going to be in the game. The only one so far that's notable is Arch Manning. Arch Manning still is not opting into the game. Instead, there will be probably a player that has the same stats and looks the same, but it will not have his jersey name. This is very interesting because EA Sports is, if you know anything about games, which I know a little bit, they usually do like really good facial features, like face scans, that kind of thing. Very few face scans will actually happen. Most will be modeled by the headshots that are sent in. So to be an actual graphic design artist creating the face of each player, which is probably why it's taken so long.
How
131
cool
players, and oh god. So there will be not, because of NIL. This is interesting. No editing real players due to NIL. So what that means is you cannot go in and change where they're from, their name, anything, their bio status whatsoever. Not sure yet on stats. Stats are unknown. We don't know if that's the case yet. Keep in mind, in 5 days, the release will be coming out to show you the full version of the game, the full specs of the game, and all that. This is all insider information, speculation so far. In-season roster updates. Just sit in a bag of goo and watch my baseball. Don't even shower or brush my teeth for 3 days. Talk about butt breath. Bob, that's great. If I can't change their sex,
I like it.
I mean, who's to say they're not gender fluid? That's kind of not.
That's true.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So in-season roster updates will happen. That means rating boosts are based on performance. So kind of like the way Madden does, where if an unknown player starts playing his butt off and is ranked really low, there'll be roster updates as they progress.
Nice.
And move through. So there will be in-season roster updates. If a roster changes, if somebody gets hurt and out for the season, guess what? Your new quarterback is who's in place in the new roster. So that in itself is going to be a nightmare to keep up with. So kudos to EA for taking that on. Multiple group of announcers, not the same set of announcers on every game. College Game Day will also be in it as well. So potentially there could be 10 to 12 different people that will be talking in this game, announcing different games, whatever. and it will be realistic commentating. So it's not going to sound robotic. It's not going to sound like two guys that just recorded something. Madden had a really bad problem with that. Like after a while, stuff started repeating. It was horrible. Where it's just like it's better to just play the game without volume. User created content is in the game. Jerseys, created players, school, team builder, those kinds of things. Not sure which one is actually the user created content. So the only thing has been confirmed is user created content is in it, but we don't know if it's jerseys, creative player, school, team builder, which was in 14, so on and so forth. Here's a big one. It will have the transfer portal, and you will be able to transfer players multiple times. So, modeled after real life, you will have the transfer portal rules where the starting running back for, say, Texas can transfer 3 different times or unlimited amount of times. The college football playoff will be in the game. Not sure structure if it's an 8 or 12 team playoff. It is more than likely going to be modeled with whatever is in the works, and because there is there's in-season roster updates, I would assume that they would update this college football playoff to be more realistic as we go. So the playoff will be in. If you have an 8 or 12 team structure, not sure on that yet. Another thing that is different than the NCAA counterparts, NIL, name, image, and likeness, is in the game in some form or fashion. Not sure how it's used, probably in recruiting. If you choose to do like a dynasty as a coach, you would have to use NIL or something like that. Can your player apply for extra eligibility like the tight end in Miami? Not sure on that. But that's a good question, Dominic. The NCFAA, the National College Football Award Association, is not in the game. The Maxwell Award, etc., Biletnikoff, those kind of things. They're not in there. They will be similar to the real awards. They'll just have different names on them. So one interesting note is the Heisman Trophy will be in the game. So it will be there as well. This is something else too. I think they missed a real opportunity here, but real coaches will not be in the game at all. You won't have Nick Saban. You won't have Kirby Smart. You won't have any of the legends in there. I think a real opportunity was missed there. Can you imagine playing for, say, the 2001 Miami Hurricanes?
Yeah.
As a dynasty or whatever, and having the real coach and all that stuff. But nope, it's not there. It may be added later, but at this point in time, it'll just be models of generic coaches. 2 more things here. Conference realignment is also in the game, and it is not sure how you can do it, but it is assumed that it will be as free as it is right now. So meaning you can realign all the conferences you want to. You can delete conferences. You can have a complete SEC super conference with any teams you want in it. It's pretty neat there. And then last but not least, every bowl game that is in existence right now will be in the game. Not every bowl site. So, for instance, some bowl games play in like baseball stadiums. They will not have baseball stadiums as they do not have the rights to use those.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have the majority of the sites and the majority of the stadiums. I would assume if you have 134 FBS teams, you have their venues as well.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's very interesting stuff. We're going to see how this plays out. If it's something in particular that that keeps going that direction. If it's going to change, but it's going to be interesting for sure. Because as we get more and more info comes out on this, it may be completely different. You never know. I, for one, am excited. I don't know when I'm going to have a chance to play it. Probably never, but I will be paying attention to it, seeing what it looks like, and going from there. Cody, what do you think about it?
I'm excited to see how they put it out there. I think, like you said, opportunity really was missed. I think one thing I liked about past NCAA games is or just past video games and like sports games or wrestling games, for example, is like there's story modes on there where you can kind of like go back in the past, and like recreate certain situations. And I think that would be a lot of fun in terms of like, just an example, the Texas USC national championship where Vince Young let him down to the win. Like you'd get to relive those moments. Like you might be, let's say, a USC defender trying to stop Texas from scoring or something like that. And then like, and then obviously you get like the experience on the sideline with Pete Carroll and stuff like that. Like I think something like that would be pretty cool. And it'd be cool to see past players. So like, all right, let's say you're running to the sideline and then players are running out. You'd have like Reggie Bush, Lindell White, and Matt Leinart run out. You give them like a high five or whatever and hit the sideline. Like just little features like that, I think would just be so cool to see.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think it would be really cool to create a character, pick your era, and play with, say, side by side with Darren McFadden, or I know it would be extensive, but that would be really cool, especially considering like some kids are living out their dreams in these kind of games, right?
Exactly. I mean, heck, I did. I ain't even gonna lie. I'd always create myself on the create a player, and then I would create myself as a 7 foot tall, 400-pound quarterback, and I would wreak havoc with my sliders turned all the way up.
Yep. Create a coach feature like create a player. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, remember that game, NFL Head Coach?
Uh-huh.
That was a fun one to play. I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
Because it was like Madden, but from a different view. And I hated that you couldn't kind of control the game a little bit. But in a way, though, if you really learned how to play it, it was a lot of fun.
Do you remember one title in particular, and it was before Madden was completely across the board, and they said that's going to be the NFL game, and they bought the license for it. ESPN did their own video game. It was on PS2 or what was it? ESPN 25, I think it was.
No, it's ESPN 2K5.
2K5, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that was probably. I really honestly wish they would have took some pointers from that. Their dynasty mode was incredible.
Yes.
And not
remember,
only that,
could play through like the player's helmet view.
Yes,
that was new, and that was so cool.
First person was incredible in that.
Yeah, because wait, can you tell me the athlete that was on the cover of that game?
Was it Terrell Owens?
It was. It sure was. Good guess. Good job.
Yeah, I had to think for a minute. I was like, oh man, it's been so long since I've seen that cover.
Terrell that was actually so funny. Story is I was in I guess I would have been going into high school, and I was taking like some tutoring for math because I just wanted to get like a little bit ahead, because I don't know, like the big change in math going from like algebra, geometry, and all that. Like at first, it just didn't stick with me. I needed some help. So parents were like, "Hey, why don't you do some tutoring?" So I did. The tutoring place had these like ticket systems. So like every hour you get a break in tutoring. You go for like 2 hours. So you get like tickets awarded to you, and you can cash the tickets in and get prizes. Well, one of the prizes was an Xbox, like a regular Xbox.
Wow. Oh, wow.
But what you would do is you take your tickets, and each ticket would be an entrant to win the Xbox. And I won the Xbox.
Wow.
And so I took my PlayStation 1 and all my games and traded in at GameStop. My dad got mad about it and made me go back to the store and buy it back. And luckily, the manager that bought it from me was there, and I guess he had pity in his heart, and they just basically said, just give us what we gave you for it, and you can have it back. So I got it back. But my mom also got me in NFL 2K5 that night, and I went home and was in heaven with such a graphics change. Which, looking at it now, those graphics were crap compared to what we see now. But they were still very good graphics and way ahead of their time.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. GQ has a comment, and then we'll take a break. My idea for Madden is to just have a pass franchise, like start on day one. You got to scout the actual players, but you don't know who they are until you draft them. Redo history. Love that.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Love that. Love that. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some baseball right here on the Golden Boot Podcast. Stay golden. Stay tuned. We'll see you in a few.
What's the difference between you?
Really?
What brings you in today?
A lot of rage.
Have you considered the Knicks? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
I don't want to care. You really kind of opened my eyes on this.
Spike the ball.
You know, in therapy, we often talk about what we can and can't control. Did your favorite team get eliminated from the playoff chase in week 1? Did your star player get injured before the season? Do you still have 0 wins in fantasy? Then you need to talk to me, the sports therapist.
I am a New England Patriots fan.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It used to be who are the Patriots playing in the Super Bowl. Now it's will the Patriots win next week?
Exactly.
Probably not.
I'm the victim of a $500 million team that's given me a $0 payoff. This is the Mets.
And I'll remind you that everything you say here is confidential. Do you find yourself thinking about other baseball teams?
Think about the Astros. I'm going to move to Houston.
I grew up as a Met fan. Maybe we try Rutgers football. Maybe we just play racquetball at the gym. Friends would definitely be better than Rutgers football, huh? The Cowboys are more often a source of misery in your life.
We know what helps Cowboys Nation mental health? Rings.
Maybe the Cowboys will never win a ring in your lifetime. Whose fault do you think it is that the Vikings are not performing so well?
I will say the third game, Kirk Cousins, spike the ball. Get a good playoff. Don't throw an interception with the last play of the game.
What is it you'd like to talk about today?
The Jets.
How have you been coping?
A lot of crying.
But if there's a way to engage with the New York Jets without bringing heartbreak on yourself, then I think that could be healthy.
I haven't even smiled this much in 2 weeks, Doc. The Commanders are losing.
Do you think that all of that anger will come exploding out of you?
It might.
There was quite a bit of rage in that, wasn't there? Maybe there's some deep breathing exercises we can do. We're going to breathe in Terry McLaurin. We're going to breathe out Terry McLaurin. And we're going to breathe in Ron Rivera, and we're not going to let him get us upset.
There was a lot of hype around Kenny Pickett this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's just not panning out the way I thought.
And so what do you do in those moments? Do you grab your terrible towel and do you sort of give yourself a rub down, or?
I actually forgot my terrible towel that day.
It seems that you are not holding up your end of the bargain.
I feel like Taylor Swift has just taken over the Kansas City Chiefs football program.
If anything, he missed that first week, and then he started dating Taylor. He was back on the field.
You know what? Now that you think about it, Doc, she might be the good luck charm. I might download her music now.
Well, that's our time.
Thank you. This is the first time in my life that I've actually felt anything other than deep depression.
All right, welcome back to the Golden Boot Podcast.
Old Vandy Chris there got him a picture of the Aurora Borealis.
I saw. Well, actually, Sarah went outside and took a couple.
Oh, really?
Yeah. they're actually it's still out there. I'm gonna go out to the field and look after this and look at it for myself.
I just lug your computer out there.
That's it. Here, I'll just stick my camera. Here you go. Y'all come with me. Yeah, so it's pretty neat. I never thought that I'd be in a position to see him, so that's pretty neat. Well, let's talk some baseball before we get off of here. There's been some good games tonight, some not so good games tonight. Sorry, Cody. But it is what it is. We'll break it down and see what's going to happen and preview the weekend. Let's do this. Well, maybe I'll see him. Maybe I won't. It is what it is. But maybe tomorrow I can see him. Who knows? After a certain point in time, I think they go away. But it is what it is. All right, let's break this down. So I'm looking. So we already talked about Alabama walking off LSU. That sucks. I know you guys are kind of roll there. But momentum is still there. Yeah, you come back and win the series, won't have to worry about it. So tonight, Utah and Arizona. Utah actually beats number 17 Arizona in Utah 6-1. Not sure if that's game 2 or game 1, but they absolutely won that ball game there. Kentucky in 10 innings beats Florida 12-11 in Gainesville.
Yep.
So their winning ways continue. That was a run fest for sure. Indiana State is over Evansville 5-4. That's in Terre Haute.
Hey, by the way, back to the Florida-Kentucky game. Florida hit 4 home runs in that loss.
4 home runs in that loss. Oof. Florida just continues to prove that they are mediocre. Straight up. Mediocre program.
Which is weird.
It is very weird how you go from runner-up to the national championship to straight up mediocre.
Yep.
So, interesting. So, I know what I was going to say. So, if Andrew's still watching, Georgia still on their dominating Charlie Condon 11-5 in South Carolina. Take down the Gamecocks in South Carolina there. North Carolina over Louisville at home 14-4. That wasn't even a ball game. Wake Forest in an interesting turn of events in Winston-Salem takes down number 2 Clemson 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting deal there. Georgia Tech takes down Duke 11-8 there in Atlanta. I'm sure there was a celebration on that one. Duke is a very good baseball team, and Georgia Tech has been proven they're pretty good as well. We talked about Florida State and Pittsburgh. They fall to Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, PA, 1-0. The Ragin' Cajuns beat Georgia Southern 19-3. That happened in Statesboro, Georgia.
You're about to share a huge upset in a few seconds.
Yes.
You're getting there, trust me.
I'm getting there. I see it. Oklahoma State over Texas Tech 16-4 in Stillwater. Texas Tech just had no answer for the Cowboys there in Oklahoma State. Yeah, that is a huge upset. Final in San Marcos, Texas. Texas State 6-0 over number 21 Troy.
Oh, that's not the upset I'm talking about.
Oh,
get ready. It's huge.
Okay. Is it huge? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was an upset for me. I don't know where is this huge upset? I haven't seen it
in
yet.
the Southeastern Conference.
I'll look at it and see. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's big news for us. That's big news for us. NC State taking care of business against Virginia in Charlottesville 7-5. Wolfpack taking care of business there. Tennessee over Vanderbilt in Nashville 8-4. Tough luck for the Commodores.
Yeah, Vandy came back and then crapped the bed.
There is something wrong in Vanderbilt for sure. Oklahoma over Baylor 19-7. That game is still going on in the top of the ninth. Well, it might not be now, but there it was in the top of the ninth, 19-7, Norman, Oklahoma. Final in New Orleans, Louisiana. East Carolina falls to Tulane. Tulane with the upset. That was a big deal there. Tulane upsets East Carolina 6-5. Mississippi State and Arkansas. For some reason, I thought they were at the Dude. They are not. They're in Fayetteville. Arkansas beats Mississippi State 7-5 to win game one there. Hagen Smith, double-digit strikeouts once again. No surprise there. He is only about 3 or 4 away from taking the total Arkansas strikeout record over the entire program in history. The man is making a big time mark on history there. And it keeps moving up too, because now I've seen some mock drafts for the draft for baseball has him all the way up to number 3, which would be absolutely monumentous.
Mm-hmm.
Then the upset of the night. Ole Miss in Oxford takes down number 3 Texas A&M 4-3.
That's huge.
That is a humongous upset. That is pretty wild.
A&M has lost 3 of the last 4 conference games.
The Golden Boot, straight up the ass of the podcast industry. Great show, guys, as always. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Hagen Smith is a legend. He's like Kopps. Yeah, Kevin Kopps, I agree. He's already passed Kevin Kopps strikeouts.
Yep.
That was done a long time ago. But Ole Miss takes down A&M. I believe that's game 1.
Yes, it
think.
is. Yeah,
So-
Georgia, South Carolina are the only teams that played last night.
Okay, is the series tied in that one, or did Georgia take that
No,
series?
Georgia took the series today.
Georgia took the
But-
series today.
Charlie Condon's home run streak ended today at 8 games.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. There you go. UC Irvine over Long Beach State. It is in the bottom of the 7th. It is 13-3. I do not see that changing. UC Santa Barbara is top of the 8th over Bakersfield right now, 2-0. UCLA and Oregon State are playing. It is 4-0 Oregon State, top of the 4th in Corvallis. And Oregon and Washington, 6-2. Oregon so far in the bottom of the 4th. So there's your college baseball breakdown. There you go. No easy games in the SEC. That's right. That's exactly right. A&M dropping a game, that definitely helps. That definitely helps. Now, I mean, I hate it, Matt Short, but I need you guys to lose some games. But you know, it is what it is. If we can pull out a series win, Arkansas is who I'm talking about, against Mississippi State, the SEC may very well be for the taking if Kentucky falters and A&M falters for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But more to be remains to be seen there. But that's baseball, guys. That's how it works. That's how it is. Okay, so there's so much there. It's good series this weekend. Tough luck for LSU, but let's talk a little bit about the SEC tournament. Who do we have going in right now? Right, I know there's a couple series left. We got to finish this series. There'll be one more series. I would say Texas A&M is probably the favorite going in because they have the most momentum.
But see, if you're making betting odds, though, like if you're a smart book, you would put out their odds not favoring the top teams in the conference. You would pick like seeds 4 through 8 as your favorites to win it all because you just never know.
Well, I don't. How long has it been since the top seed went through and ran through the tournament?
It's been a while.
The Batcats.
Was it Tennessee 2 years ago?
Maybe. It
I
might
can't
have been.
remember if they ended up winning that or not.
Yeah, it definitely was not Arkansas. And I know LSU was number 1, but I don't think they won the tournament that year.
Oh, you talking about last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, they did not. Arkansas eliminated him.
Right. So, yep, that's right. So I don't know. We'll see. I personally, I would like to be nice and rested up if we're talking regionals. I don't care about winning the tournament. It's cool, but you don't want to just go through all your pitchers either. So yeah.
That being said, though, I do miss the days where SEC coaches actually cared about the tournament.
Yeah.
Because, man, back in the 90s and early 2000s, that tournament was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, it still is. But, I mean, you're seeing like 70 to 80% performance out of these players versus 110.
On the top seeds, yeah. If they're sitting in the top seeds, absolutely. The ones that are sitting in the bottom of the barrel are the ones that are playing their hardest.
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, a team like LSU, you're going to see their best baseball in Hoover this year.
Yeah,
and I'm excited for that because I want to see it. But which, by the way, I'm going to attempt to go live that Friday of the SEC tournament that week, and we'll have a live show from the baseball game.
That'll work.
I'll bring my AirPods.
I'll be glad with that. That'll be great. That'll be we'll get a live report right there from the SEC baseball tournament. That's gonna be great. Sounds like Calipari. The conference tournament doesn't matter. I mean, Matt, the basketball conference tournament absolutely doesn't matter.
No, except for
even
the lower
more than
seed.
baseball. Even more than baseball.
Yeah.
The conference tournament for basketball certainly doesn't, because it's even closer than regionals and all that is. Because literally you have the conference tournament in basketball, and then you turn around, you're in the NCAA tournament. Like,
yeah,
it
Wouldn't
really
you
doesn't
like to see a conference tournament in football? I would. Because and it'd be fun, especially for those teams that are like 4-8.
Yeah.
And fighting for a bowl game.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
it'll never happen because that's too many games. But yeah, I agree. But it kind of separates those sports that may not get as much eyes on them. So
yeah.
Matt says, "I'm just kidding." No, you're not. Don't go there. Matt, if you want to get into it, dude, we can get into it. I don't have a problem with that, bud. Because I had to hear from every Kentucky fan on the face of the planet that you can have Coach Cal. He only gets 5 stars that leave and go to the NBA. Well, that's not the case this year. We got some really good transfers that are grown men that have come in. So that the one that sticks out is Jonas Adu from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he was going to be committing. I didn't think he'd be coming to Arkansas, and I was dead wrong. So anyway, but
you got any funny videos to play to close us out tonight?
I don't know. I'm looking through it. I don't, but I do have.
I bet you do.
No, I don't think I do. I think we played all the ones that I have.
Oh.
So I do have this.
God.
Let's talk about this for a second, because first off, baby Gronk. Okay, everybody's seen the Twitter deal, the whole deal, whatever. This has what's his name? What's the basketball dad's name?
Ball.
This has LeVar Ball type energy. This dad is the most helicopter over the top dad that I can even in recent times remember. This kid is, how old is this kid? Let's look it up real quick.
I think he's like 12, maybe.
How old is baby Gronk? Oh, it's one of the top searched. Let's see. November 4th of 2012 is when he's born.
So he's 12.
So he's 12 years old.
11, almost 12.
11. He's 11 years old. 11. So he's an 11-year-old kid. And this dad made a a Twitter account calling him Baby Gronk, and it's got I don't even know how many followers. I forget. It's a lot. And I don't even know where the story happened at. I would love to hear from his dad. That'd be great. He's got 6,492 followers. But you know the funny thing is, he's following 7,453. You know what that tells me? This man literally follow for follow to get. But look, here's the thing. This 11-year-old kid, all right, and he put out his like top 15 or something like that, and he now has said and committed to the University of Ohio State University. But the funny thing is, there's readers out of context. Baby Gronk has not been offered by Ohio State. As such, his commitment is not binding in any way. He is also verbally committed to Oregon and LSU in recent years. Is this kind of thing okay?
I mean, to be fair, LSU did host him, and Livy Dunn escorted him around the campus.
I know,
like
but this screams living vicariously through your kid.
Oh, 100%.
Like
There's
it
no
gives
question about it.
You know what? Okay, so do you remember was it TLC where they had the show pageants, like all the kids?
Oh yeah.
And all the moms living vicariously through
Toddlers
their
and
3-year-olds.
tiaras.
Toddlers and tiaras. Here we go. This is
100%.
This is dads and footballers is what this is, buddy. They
Preteens and pads.
Preteens and pads. Preteens and pads, yes. Absolutely. I don't know. I mean, it kind of is what it is, but man, is it okay? I mean, you guys tell me in the comments. I know we got a few people in here. Is it okay to live vicariously through your kid? Yes or no? I want to know.
Depends on who your kid is.
I guess.
I mean, if my kid was like Tom Brady, you dang right I'd live vicariously through him.
Well, yeah, if they make a name for themselves. But I guess what I'm saying is you're trying to make a name for your child.
Yeah.
And he has, you see what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like Tom Brady's dad didn't like create a Twitter account.
No.
And like build him up into this huge, massive, Tom Brady made it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dominic says, let the kids be kids. The kid is 11. Right. And like,
agreed.
Here's the thing. This kind of thing is taught, right? It's straight up taught. There's no way that an 11-year-old kid is like, I want to do all this, Dad. Let's do it. Like, there's no way. My 9-year-old, she don't want nothing to do with anything of that nature. Like, let kids be kids. I mean, that's just what it is.
My daughter wants to be famous.
Well, I mean, it's not that
she makes me create her like layouts and stuff and logos all the time.
Oh, she's gonna be a future host of the boot, I bet. Huh?
She won't get on. I tried. By the way, I offered Cheyenne a chance to be guest host tonight.
Oh, did you?
And she said no.
She said no. How dare her?
I told her up to 20,000 people could watch tonight. You never know.
Right? You never know.
And
the great Cheyenne. But see, her snide comments though might turn people off.
Yeah. Probably so.
No, I like Cheyenne. I think she'd be great. I think
that makes one of us on this show that does.
I mean, hey. Oh goodness, Cody. I think it's about time we wrap this up. Where's my offer? Sarah said, "Where's my?" You can come on any time, but hey, you gotta do that.
That's just like an open invitation there. I don't...
but the problem is, all she's gonna do is come sit and right over my shoulder.
So,
like, I need another camera down here to fill the void. Troy says, "I'm ready." Well, Troy, speak now or forever hold your peace, bruh. You saw that Chris was gonna be there.
To be fair, we actually do want Troy on the show, though.
We'll get him on.
Yeah,
we'll get him on. If you've never heard from the great Troy Almond, dude he might be one of the coolest guys ever.
He's very cool.
Yes. That being said, Dominic, you jump on. Well, man, look. Listen, I tell you what. We will post in the chat the next time that Chris or Cody's gone, and somebody else besides Andrew can jump on. Andrew always jumps on. I didn't feel the need. I wanted him to have some time to himself. But no, we'll get Troy on, Dominic on. We'll get y'all on. We appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
As always, I mean, there's well over 100 people in here tonight, so thank you so much for no kiss. No kiss. Nope, none. Appreciate you guys. This has been the Golden Boot Podcast. Cody, final thoughts, my man.
Final thoughts are happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that might be watching tonight. I hope you are.
Yeah.
I hope LSU can bounce back and reset and be ready to go for tomorrow. Unfortunate ending to the game tonight. One last thought, too, that I didn't mention was that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are going absolutely off in the WNBA right now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And it's freaking cool. And that is my final thoughts.
Eat your heart out, Diana Taurasi.
That's right. You're dang right.
Oh, man. Well, guys, we appreciate it. As always, we'd not have a show without you. So tune in Monday night, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, right here. Dog TV, Dog Media Network. You cannot miss it. We'll have recaps on baseball. We'll have some other stuff coming on, too, as well. So you don't want to miss that. Stick around. Hey, and also next Monday, we will have Brandon from Chinook Seedery. He had an emergency with his kid. He will be on Monday. So don't miss it there. We'll pick his brain. He's a very good businessman. Best sunflower seeds in the world. Can't wait to hear from him. Don't miss that. Monday night, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, right here on Dog TV. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Lord, if I don't stutter, appreciate you guys. We will see you next time. Stay golden, everybody.
Peace.
Have a great weekend.